Alrighty, welcome to Timberborn. Let me just make sure
Timberborn.
everything is loading. Let me just make. There we go. That's cute. That's cute. Okay, please bear with the momentary setup. Alright, I think I have everything started. Welcome to Timberborn, a game about beavers. We're going to start a new playthrough. And we are going to start off with playing Folktails, easygoing one. I've already unlocked the Iron Teeth, but we will come to that later after the next playthrough. So let's get started. And which one would I like? I think we're going to do Meander. It's a smaller map. I haven't really played it before. And because I'm not very good at these yet, we're going to start it off at easy. It just gives you some food and some water, and it makes all the droughts shorter, and it's a good start to the game until you understand it, and it doesn't make it too difficult. So we'll start it. And it does take a moment to load, and this game is still in early access, so there will be some bugs and we will work on that. We are going to start off by naming our settlement, and because I'm uncreative, it's going to be Beaver Town. And you start off with 7 adult beavers and 4 baby beavers. You can see them up here in the top corner, as well as the fact that they're homeless currently, which makes sense. I just built it. This is our little area. You can see we got some wood over here, some pine, and some berries. These are going to be immediately used. We even have some stairs coming down naturally to the water, so this will be pretty easy that way. And this just kind of goes around. We have a nice little pocket we can add more water to. Some metal scraps from the ancient ruins, which essentially this game, you are beavers, the new intelligent life form essentially, after humans have just, what I'm guessing, destroyed the climate, so the droughts became impossible to deal with, and they died out. And now beavers take care of it. And we have our source blocks over here, so these are the springs. These, this is where the water comes from. At the end of a cycle, we will get a drought, and it'll stop, and everything will dry up. So, we will start off. Welcome! This tutorial will help you with all the basics of building the beaver settlement. So first we want to build some lumberjacks so we can get some wood. And because I want to make sure I get everything, I'll put one there because I want to reach all the wood over here. And I also want to get all the wood up in this area as well. And I want 2 of them based on there. We'll continue. They're not built unless they're within a district's range. So you'll select here, it'll tell you how far it is, and that's within range. If you want to make that longer, you go to pathing. And you can make the paths out to where they're going to be. You'll understand in just a moment. So I want to go down to these immediately because I have stairs. And in doing so, you click here and it'll tell you your range has just increased. As you can see, the outline, depending on where I put it. So what I'm going to do is put in a couple more, like so. Please give me one moment. My cat is attacking my cords. And all of them, for that matter. So essentially I'm doing most of the tutorial paused because I would like to understand what I'm doing first and to get my explaining done before I get started. Nope. Please bear with the rotations. So we have some berries over here which we can gather, which we'll get that. But since we're just building the lumberjack flags and now I've increased my range, that'll make things a little easier. And just because I like pretty lines, I'm going to make this one come out here, just all the way through. And then eventually I can make some stairs down and across and access this side for more berries and some dandelions. We'll just go through. So with lumberjacks, actually I'll just play this and we'll get there. And I'm just going to go at 2 times speed because although they're cute, they don't move very fast. Make sure these guys will be building in the meantime. Lumberjacks don't do anything unless you tell them. So you have to go mark, cut trees. I want all of these cut down. So we'll get all of those, and then I also want everything over here cleared, which is why I made sure it was in range. And you can unmark this later, no problem. Because I want to build in that area. That is prime real estate. And if I wanted, you can delete this, pick it up, and move it. I don't usually see the necessity in it, but it's fine. Okay. Now that I have marked the trees for cutting, I need to build a water pump because they need water. So to make this easy on myself, we'll rotate it. I want it down here because I already have stairs down here. And I only need one. And then because I want the room, I'm going to put the pathing here, like this, against the wall. And then, as you can see, my range has increased. The further you get from your district, the redder the color. So it goes from green to like a yellow to an orange, and then it'll eventually go to red, like this one. And then once it's there, it'll stop and you can't attach anything to it further, and you'll have to build another district. Hopefully, with something this small, I can just make everything really dense, and that won't be a problem. So we're going to up the priority of that, and I want to make sure my workplace is always a higher priority so that someone's always working there. And in the meantime, these guys will build and transport goods. That's what the district center does, essentially. I have 11 homeless people and 1 person without a job. So that 1 person, I'm going to jump a little bit ahead and grab a gatherer flag and put that right here because they will assign here. And then they will pick up the berries. You do not need to tell them to pick the berries. They will just grab anything within the range, which is great. It makes things really easy. And then once this water pump is built, we will start getting some water. So easy, you start off with 250 water and 250 food just to start. Or 300, sorry, my bad. And now that I have someone to get things, it'll increase. Alrighty, now that I have that going, I have someone grabbing them. And so when they're not doing their job, they'll be transporting other items, which is very nice, because you will need transport. And I have someone working here. In the meantime, because it's the beginning and they have nowhere to sleep, I'm going to have them working more hours of the day. 18, I will cut it back later when they have more time for idle. And then I built the gatherer flag. Every settlement needs a stable food source, so I will grab a farmhouse. And I want to be able to utilize a majority of the green space over here on water, because that's where I'm going to build all my food. Now that I've done that, it wants you to plant 100 carrots. I'm just cutting ahead because I'm good at this. And it'll tell you. Let's get that done. And now one thing it doesn't have in the tutorial that it should, in the well-being tab, is a grindstone. It fixes broken teeth. because your lumberjacks will break their teeth doing that. And I should put that in, you know, when you have the extra stuff. And it's just good because if your lumberjacks have broken teeth, it lessens the chance of getting 2 pieces of wood, if it gives you 2, to like 50 to 75%. So you get less wood and it's just not worth it. And because that lacks workers, I will drop one there and he will go over there. I will get the wood shortly. So this one has the highest priority, while this one only has a kind of high priority. You can adjust those here in the Assign Priorities tab. And again, where I got that grindstone was in the Well-being tab. Not wellness, but well-being. It has a campfire, which is good for making their social life better. They have rooftop terrace and grindstones. Oh, look at that. One of my beavers have grown up. So I started with 4 children beavers. Now I have adults. Okay, we built my farmhouse. Plant 100 carrots. Already got that done. Now I need to build a small log pile. These cannot stack, unfortunately, but that is fine. That's where they'll put all their extra logs. And then I need to make a small warehouse, which I will just go this direction so I can continue going straight. And then eventually go up this hill. I'm actually going to delete that one, because then I can take those, and the sooner I go up this, the sooner I can get access to the metal, and that'll be great. I need to build a small water tank. Always, always, always have extra water. It is always good to have extra water. Although I don't need as many, it only asks for 3. I have them set up to be built, and I will have them paused in the meantime. Now I will play again. It will continue. And then I will just wait on my beavers to do this, and I will continue. Again, you can see it reaches all the way around. That is the closest point, and then I can go in every direction around here. It'll make my life pretty easy. And I always want someone working in the water, because it is always good, and someone always working there. If they have a higher priority, they will take from somewhere with a lower priority. Lowest priority will not bother the higher priorities. And then I just need to make the small water tanks, which I will assign their priorities up higher just so they do it faster, because I'm impatient. They will just spend all their time doing that. And then I will wait until it says to do that. And I want people in here at all times. So I don't care. There'll only be 2 people there. I just like to keep the space open, so if there's extra workers, they're not just idle. I want to get as much as I can done before the first drought, possibly even getting a dam in place down here. Make sure we can reach it. And because I don't need it yet, I'm going to pause the first one. It can't reach here, so they won't start that. Because I don't want to waste the resources on it yet until I can start renewing my wood. Otherwise, it's just, I'm going to get stuck, and we're going to be doing nothing for a little while. And it is a lot of waiting, but you can see the water just flowing. They planted all the plants. And although it doesn't say to do this, and because they have the crops, I'm gonna put some sunflower seeds in the extra space over here. Because my forester's not gonna reach over here, and that's fine. But if I can fill in all this usable space, that would be good. And sunflower seeds will make them happy because they have more variety in their diet. But I mean, who isn't happier when they have more different things in their food? And we'll clean this up later and be more precise, but for now it's fine. Yeah, if you don't mark it, they won't pick it up. If you don't want anything to grow back, you can just place a path over it and the stumps are gone. They won't regrow back on the dried up ground, which is understandable. They're dead. There's no water. But over here, this is watered and alive. It's at 49%, so it's about 5 days-ish. 5-6 days, because it takes 12 days and you get 2. Pine is definitely a good option early game for wood. It is better than birch in my opinion because it takes 9 days to give you 1 wood, whereas pine is 12 days for 2. It's just better. The best one by far would be the maple at 30 days for 8 wood, but I don't really have the time for that, so I won't be able to put many in right now. I can do that later game, but when wood is precious, start with one you can get to, but I will have a couple started when I get the chance. Now I need to build some homes. It wants 6 of them, and I'm just going to build them back to back because I like how this looks here and the kind of blocks that I'm doing. Then I can just go right over the stumps, and if you want the stumps to go away and not have to wait on your beavers, put a path over them. It works. You can always delete them through here. Like so. Careful, you will delete the stuff you like if you're not. Construction lacks materials. Yes. And because I know about this, I'm going to go to science and I'm going to get an inventor and get this started as soon as possible. Because it's useful. It's very useful. It'll tell me to get one after this. And if I can just get it on the list, get the top few done while they hold 3, I have 11. I have 11 people. So that one, that one, that one, and that one. Then we're going to turn that, keep those there. I want this up to here. And that is the order they will do them. We're going to need science points to be able to get the forester. I need 60 of them. I also need planks, so I'm going to need a lumber mill. And for that, I'm going to need power. So I'm going to go over here. I'm kind of just skipping ahead what this is going to tell me because I'm just kind of waiting on the beavers themselves. I will put this at the bottom, but I think here, if we look, we can see how fast the water's flowing. Some people would think here with the space, yes, but as you can see the water's like not moving. So we would be better off going up here closer to the water pump where the water's moving well. So power, water wheel, and that'll go there, and then I'll have some turn, and you can connect it directly to the building, which is so nice. This lumber mill will make planks. For now, I'm going to put it at bottom priority until it comes up on the necessities. They will do everything with higher priorities first. You have to set the priorities. If you just set them all to null, it's just all over the place. And so they are working on more lodges. It's a time-consuming thing. Oh, I don't have all of the trees within cutting range, so I'm going to build another lumberjack that I can just delete later, which is fine. Everything's in range. Because lumberjacks don't take anything, they can just run over and make it in their spare time. They can just do that. someone's working there. And now they have a place to sleep, so they will be happier. I didn't realize it snored when you clicked it. Look at that. So serene. And that is a nice little ding with my goals saying, like, hey, your people are happy. When they get happy, they live longer, they do better. Not everyone has shelter, so some people are still upset. We're working on it. And I'm just going to put it into 3 times speed for a bit. Just make this all go a little faster. Ah, thank you, Def Jams, for the beaver emoji. Yes, they are very cute. If I go down to my normal speed, you can see them running around. And once they grab their wood, they will run away with it and, like, standing on their back feet. It's really cute. Like this. See? They'll carry the log on their shoulder to wherever it needs to be distributed. Such as here. And when they're not working, they'll be sitting, like, in the door of where they work. Like so. Like, look at that cute little dude. And the best part, if you click on them, they make a noise. Just cute little gibberish, almost like Simish. Alrighty, and this is just a little bit of waiting. I'll have to go back to speeding that up. I'm getting more of the houses built, which will be great. Okay, I built my lodges. I built an inventor like it asked, because I needed to start getting those science points in quick. Now you can start producing more advanced resources, so I need a water wheel. Let's get that back up to the top priority and get that up a little lower and get that water wheel built. So a good tip to know is if I wanted to build off like this edge somewhere or over here, beavers can build straight down the world height. They can build anything straight down and then build it up. I don't know why, I don't know how, but they can. But they can only build upwards to, let's say, blocks, levels. If you play Minecraft, blocks makes sense. So they'll just run back and forth, get that, build everything here. And now, as you can see, they are going through and harvesting. You want them set to prioritize planting, so that way, as soon as something is harvested, it's immediately planted back, because it is a time-sensitive situation. You need the food to be growing. And as you can see, naturally, yay, the water wheel is built. We're going to build a lumber mill. That is already on the task. Put that back up there. Some trees do grow back, but it is slow. It is very slow, and it's not all of them. So as soon as I get the chance, we are building a forester, and we are planting more trees. I might plant some chestnuts down here in the future if I can make it more green, which is going to be watered land, and that'll be another food source that I can grow. Again, my goals are up higher because everyone has been fed, has been given their drinks, they have their food, or they've had their sleep, and they have a place to live, and they're eating carrots, which makes them live longer. They're happy to have a different food than berries, because berries just the base food. Yes, this is at 3 times speed. Here's what they actually go at. It is a little bit slower, but they're very cute. You can see the water wheel goes at a more understandable pace. As he's running over, he brings over logs for this person to turn into planks, which then I will use in building other things such as stairs, platforms, and the forester that I need to unlock. Which now it is saying we need a forester, a stable source of logs, which is going to take 60 science points, and I'm only at 36. That is what the inventor's for. He's making 1 science point an hour. We'll get there shortly. Just a couple more days. real nice. So I'm going to speed this back up, just so it gets going. I can get those points in. And they're just going to harvest away, collect the food. If you look over in the top, you can see how much water we have, how many logs we have, which also will tell you in the log storage, which is great that I have a surplus, because before I did not start getting a surplus and it became a problem. So I have 396 food currently. As they're getting more, there is more. They're happier than ever. Hooray! And so I have berries, a lot of it, and then it tells you the carrots, and then I already have planks being started, which is great, because I can achieve more goals with more planks. And then since I am waiting and I know about it and they don't put it in here, I'm going to add a campfire from the well-being so that everyone is just a happier beaver. It also makes children grow faster, which is great. Another thing, Folktail is a wonderful setup because they just breed as they have space. But if you're building extra housing and they get it built, they will breed and fill it up within a night. So be prepared if you build an influx of housing for an influx of like 10 to 20 beavers to be born. But in a little while, you're going to have 10 to 20 beavers dying all at the same time of old age. And that brings all of your construction and such to a halt. And they're even happier because now they're eating sunflower seeds, another form of food, because we all love variety. Okay. And I am just patiently waiting, which is fine. But I would like to get more done before the end of the cycle, because when the drought hits, it's going to be hard. Oh, it's only 60. I thought it was 70. Also, we are at 69 points. Nice. Unlock the forester. We're going to put it over here. And I am going to plant some trees. And a lot of them. Because I need as many trees as I can get. And so he immediately goes to work planting, and then I'm going to throw in a couple rows of berries, because berries are a good food source to always have extra of, because you can replace them for something better later, and they grow fast. I'm also going to throw in a few chestnuts. Do I reach? Can that reach? No, it cannot. Just because I want them there, I'm going to put them there. And I'm going to put in a couple maple for the long haul. Not a lot, mainly pine, but they're in there. Make sure I did not get everything marked to be cut. You will want to check that. That'll come in handy later. And then, like I said, you can remove the cutting areas as you no longer need them. Like over here. And then soon, he has nothing to do anymore, or nothing within range currently. I'm going to delete this workplace and build the other one over here. He'll still have his job, it's just going to be moved. Because I'm not going to have much over here, it's fine. And I think I'm going to rebuild my gatherer flag in front of my farm, because then I can reach everything in the meantime. So we're gonna put that up. There's nothing in here. Make sure there's nothing in the stockpile. Yes, I plant pine trees. And I've finished the tutorial. Since I've finished the tutorial, I'm going to do more of what I choose to do, which is I like their well-being. You can see here, depending on the hour of the day they visit, multiple visitors, it'll go up with however many people are there in that hour. Little bit of a weird system, but it's there. I'm gonna store a little more water because I personally do not think you can have too little water, but I don't want to go through all of that. Now I'm saving up points to get the stairs so I can go down and get access to this fertile land here. Now I have some idle people, so what I'm gonna... Oh, they're even happier because they get to go to a campfire. Hooray! Shortly they'll be able to go on the rooftop terrace and they'll be very happy because you can stack on anything that says solid. So, as soon as I can get them, I will. But what I would like to do... Just give me a moment while I think. Honestly, I'm going to need another lumber mill, so I'm just going to build it now. It takes 15 logs, so I'm going to build a path right up to it, or they won't be able to get to it. I know it's right there. They should, but they don't. And you can connect it to the building. See how that's highlighted? Power is shared between these two portions. So this gives me 88 horsepower, and each one takes 50. It'll run at a lower productivity, but that is okay. As you can see, he broke his tooth. Let me slow it down. This guy here broke his tooth, or oh, he is injured. I need to go to wellness. And when I get 80, I will get a medical bed, which will help them heal faster. But yeah, no, I'm not heartless. I will build one as soon as I can. Most people would get the stairs, but I'd rather just wait and not have my beavers injured because that's just taking more time that they could be working away. And I'm going to pull back their working hours down to 17 from the 18 because now they can sleep and they have time to go here. And I'm trying to save as much of my wood as possible because I don't want to go through all of my wood if I can help it. Back to 3 times speed. And see, they're going through harvesting all the stuff that's here. That's really nice. And see, he's just sitting around while he has nothing to do. Because he has nothing to gather currently. But shortly he will. Building is lacking materials. Yeah, I'm going to pause actually one of my lumber mills. Keep that one, we're going to pause that one. Because I like to keep most of my wood right now. And soon they're not going to have power to do anything. So that dinging, clicking, signals the sound of the drought within 3 days, 2.9. So a drought is anywhere from 13 to 20 days. Or that's after every cycle is 13 to 20 days. Last time I played it was 20. So that was the longest I had gone between, which was really nice. I also want to get this in here. I'm going to buy some stairs since I no longer have someone injured. I'm going to put it there so they can go into the water and go this way. It'll get their fur wet and they will be happy. That gets me another buff. Happy beavers are good beavers. Like I said, they can build straight down. I don't have enough for a platform to be able to reach there, but because they can go to this corner, they can reach here. So like, even though that is a whole nother block below, they can reach it, which is nice. In the meantime, since I am still waiting on wood, because it just takes time, I am going to build another farmhouse. I'm going to prioritize this one to harvesting, just to make it a little faster on getting this done. And at this rate, it's been 15 days. I've had a bunch of people born and grown up. I've had one person die of old age so far. So That's pretty good so far. I just had a bunch born in the past couple days. I'm gonna have a bunch die when they... so on and so forth. But they try to keep all the houses full. That's some snoring. And this gets full, which as you can see, it's mainly berries. But that's okay. I can take it. So I'm gonna pause the plank maker for now. Because I want to save my wood. Well, not that I have any. So they will just go through, build, harvest, and such. I want to make this look a little better, so I'm going to just fill this in with pathing to get rid of all the stumps. Then I'm going to go to demolish. Go down here. Yes. And there we go. And all the stumps are gone. That one, and then I can make a step and go up to the next one. And they'll just put all of the planks in place. Yay! Till necessary. It's gonna be 100. 120. Plan is go through this next drought or finish it, and then we will call this a night. There's the drought, and there goes all the water. Everything is going to dry out within a little while. Different things have a different time. Carrots have a really short dry out life. Sunflower seeds luckily have a nice amount of time, so that's nice. Now I'd have more logs if I didn't put them all into planks, but I will need those later. You always get bottlenecks at planks, and then in the future, gears, which I will definitely add a gear workshop over here. And I'll just keep adding water wheels. It'll be fine. Super water wheel setup. As long as the buildings are attached, it'll be fine. Drought has ended, yes, because that one was a very short drought, luckily. But they will get longer, so that one was just a day. And like I said, this is on easy. Usually the first one is 3 days if you're not on easy. And I'm a baby, so I want it easy. So I was thinking I'd want to back this up a little bit and have this fill, because it doesn't matter. It'll fill up as high as it'll let. You can even build on top of these and they will still make water. So I wanted to back this up, but it'll go over that lip and then down here, which would bypass what I need. Well, we will get there. And because I don't want them working on these right now, that's just for now. But I have the plant, and I can unpause them at any time. And then my storage is full yet again. Not that I can do anything about it currently. And now I wait. Alright, and since that was the end of the drought, I think I will actually call this a night for the first video. Thank you all for coming to Beavertown and getting this started. with me. And I will be sure to see you all in the next video. Alrighty. Bye-bye.